And welcome back to the Piff and Squirmy Gaming Goofs channel. I'm Squirmy.
I'm Piff.
And we're just continuing on from last time. We're in the middle of, well, Larry just was like, hey, I was there too. And,
Hold up.
yeah, I think we're about to cross-examine Lair Bear. You ready, Piff?
Let's go.
Von Karma didn't even have time to prep his witness. I just hope Edgeworth is right about this being our big break. The night of the murder, part 2. That night, I was out in the boat on the lake. I was looking for something, and I found it. So I quietly slipped the boat back into the rental shop dock. Then I was just thinking about going home, and I heard this bang. I looked out over the lake, but I didn't see a boat. So after I heard that single gunshot, I went home.
Where was the second one?
Yeah, that kind of contrast.
That was unusually vague. That was a unusually vague testimony, even for this court. In any case, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honor,
What's wrong, Nick?
it's Larry. I have no idea if he's going to say what he's going to say if I press him. I'm a little scared.
Well, we've come this far. There's no way to go but forward, Nick.
Night of murder, alright.
Something wrong, Mr. Wright.
There was so many things wrong, I don't know where to begin.
Ah,
Well, okay, first of all, what time was it? Oh, it was after 11 when I went out into the boat. By that time, everyone had gone home for the night. So I waited until the coast was clear, so to speak.
To steal a boat.
And why were you out on a boat at such a late hour? We know what he's looking for. Looking for something? Yeah.
Mr. Butts, what was it you were looking for? What is the witness? The witness was searching is irrelevant. Most likely he was hunting for this Gordy.
That's surprisingly close to the truth, in a sense.
This is all irrelevant. Let's get it over with.
So I quietly slipped the boat back into the rental shop dock. Around what time was that? Well, let's see. I figured I was out searching for about an hour. I guess it was around 12, yeah.
You're not sure.
Hey, don't give me that face. I'm not some sort of human sundial, okay? People use watches these days, Larry. When was the first shot? It was like a little after midnight, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Then, as I was thinking about going home, I heard this bang. Oops. Do that. Where did that sound come from? Yeah, well, I wasn't too sure about that. I looked around, you know.
Did you look at the lake?
Yeah, I looked. I didn't see a boat.
See a boat.
Wasn't there a boat on the lake?
Order! Order! Well, Mr. Butts?
Whoa! Everybody just calm down, okay? I mean, it was real foggy that night. I'm not sure whether there was a boat out there or not.
You're being
Okay,
kinda
yeah, no problem.
useless.
That's just the most important part of this case,
Yeah.
Larry.
Larry, are you really helping?
So after I heard that single gunshot, oh yeah, you went home. So you only heard one bang, correct? Yeah. Huh.
Well, Nick?
It was a pretty wishy-washy testimony, wasn't it? I guess I should just start working on the contradictions.
Sorry. I wish I could be more helpful. I wish I could call my sister.
Well, let's look at what we have first.
Night up.
We have the camera. I don't think that's... sometime on the 24th or 25th, shot from approximately 1 meter away. Taken automatically on 12:25. Now this is at 12:15 a.m.
Yeah.
could present that. That's one thing.
It was...
Shows an empty lake, taken automatically on 12/24 at 11:50. Oh, we have this.
Yeah.
Wait,
so taken...
So we have...
At 11:50, 15...
So this is 11:50,
that's 25 minutes difference.
Yeah, that's a 25-minute difference. That's not gonna help. I don't think that will help.
Shot twice.
I heard... And then Law's disposition was I heard two sounds like gunshots just after midnight on 12/25. We're not... I don't think we're gonna... I think it has to be one of these two that's, like... we show... You know? And just in case, too, I'm going to save so that, you know, if we start getting...
If we mess it up.
Yeah. Okay, but it's discovering which one of these.
He's out on the boat. Back to the boat rental shop.
He's... Okay, so I think it's like with these last three. He's saying... Oh... I think it's this... Could be the second to last one, because this is where he's talking about the empty lake, right? But, also... We're talking about contradictions here. I don't know if this would, like, showing the empty picture is gonna contradict anything. I don't think... Yeah, I don't think... So after a single gunshot, I went home.
I would do the 2 gunshots.
Okay. I think it's with the last one. Because this is like where he's like, yeah, he's giving us like that.
It's weird.
So now we just have to find the piece of evidence. So, alright.
Single gunshot, I went home.
Shot from approximately 1 minute. Wait, it's not that. Taken automatically 12/25. Well, these don't talk about the gunshots, though, right?
No.
So which one was talking about the gunshots? Fired 3 times.
Fired 3 times.
I heard 2 sounds like gunshots just like... Well, this could work, too.
Yeah.
Maybe we start with this.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. First ones to go. Wait a second, Larry.
Wait a second, Larry.
What? You only heard 1 bang. You're sure? That's what I said. But Miss Lotta Hart testified yesterday that she heard 2 bangs. And the old man just now said the same thing. They both heard 2 gunshots that night. Huh? Were you even listening? Were you paying attention at all to what they said? Yo, Nick, please. Huh? You know, something's been bothering me. I am a witness, see? I'm like a customer here. Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
So you gotta treat me nice and stuff, okay?
Mr. Butts.
What?
You only heard 1 gunshot. Are you sure?
Well, to tell the truth, I'm not sure. Not sure? How could you not be sure? Yeah, well, I might have missed the other gunshot.
Miss?
I was, listening to something else. Something else? My radio, dude, with my headphones? What?
Order! Order! And stop that booing! Mr. Butts! You were listening to the radio with your headphones?
Yeah, so what? Is that a crime? I listen to my radio. Everybody listens to the radio. What's the big deal?
Mr. Von Karma, your opinion. A waste of time. I do not accept this witness, nor his shoddy testimony. Well, Mr. Wright, should we continue the testimony?
No, we should continue.
Yeah.
Your Honor, please allow the witness to continue his testimony. Who the
Nothing is more pitiful than a lawyer who doesn't know when he's lost. Very well, Mr. Butts. Please give your testimony and be sure to include details like your radio.
Right. Leave it to me. I wouldn't if there were any other way out of this, believe me. What Larry heard.
Alright, Larry.
It's lonely being alone on Christmas Eve. We weren't asking
What about
that.
your girlfriend?
That's why I was listening to an all-request show on the radio, see? I was listening to it real booming loud, like...
Real booming loud.
But I'm sure I heard that gunshot. I remember exactly what the DJ was saying, too, when I heard it.
You were listening to your radio at a high volume.
Yeah, what's the big problem? Can't a man listen to his radio in peace? Isn't this a free country? I truly believe Larry has no idea what the problem here is.
Judge, can you believe a word this witness says? What he heard was probably nothing more than a drumbeat from the radio. True enough, it is difficult to believe this testimony.
A gunshot here
Wait,
was
Your Honor.
different.
The witness said he remembers exactly what the DJ said when he heard the gunshot.
Excuse me? A DJ?
An announcer. A guy who says things on the radio. Anyway, what this means is, when he heard the sound, no music was playing. The DJ only talks between songs, so he could have heard a gunshot from the lake. I'd like to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor.
Very well, Mr. Wright.
I can't believe I'm continuing this charade. Charade.
Alright, Larry. Let's go.
Okay, talking about your loneliness. So, you turned on the radio. Right. I just wanted to hear someone's voice, you know? You don't know what it's like out there, alone, on Christmas Eve. Alone! I shouldn't have said anything. Okay.
All requests.
Do you by chance remember the name of the program you were listening to?
This has nothing to do with the case, Your Honor. Objection sustained. The witness was listening to the radio. That is all that we need to know. Tell us, Mr. Butts, how long was the radio set to that night?
Real booming
Yeah,
loud.
real booming loud. Real booming loud. Yeah, you know.
And you had headphones on.
Yep.
I wouldn't think you could hear anything going on outside at all.
We heard this gunshot. Can you prove that? No, of course you can't. Nah, I can't prove it. But I remember that moment real clear. I mean, while I was talking about it, it came back real clear to me, you know?
Okay.
What was the DJ saying? Just gonna move the... I always leave it on the button.
Recording.
What did she say?
Mr. Wright, please cease these pointless questions. What possible good will knowing what the radio DJ said do us? Indeed, Mr. Von Karma has a point. I will allow the question only if you see some reason why we should care.
We should care. We should care, Your Honor. Of course we should.
Why?
Well, how do you know if we don't ask?
Fine. Very well. Mr. Butts, please testify to the court. What was the radio announcer saying when you heard the gunshot?
Just when she said, hey, it's almost Christmas, I heard the gunshot. This is the most ludicrous testimony I've ever heard. But there is one gleaming ray of hope in there. I've got to press it until we get to the bottom of what happened. I don't think we gotta press that last one. Alright. Are you sure? Of course I am. She had the real sexy voice.
Ew.
Maybe Von Karma was right. I'm not sure how that helped us at all. This is the most... Okay, so I don't know if that really was helping.
On Christmas Eve.
So something...
Look at the evidence.
Right. Okay. Shot approximately 1 meter away. Taken automatically on 12:25 at 12:15. Could it be something
Yeah.
with the empty lake? Like, he heard the gunshot. It's not... Remember, they're saying it's almost Christmas Eve, right?
Yeah.
So that would still be around 11:50 p.m. Like, around, like, 11:50 to 12
Yeah.
to midnight, right? So then, if there's still an empty lake at 11:50, how did he hear a gunshot? So I like this piece of evidence. This is after 12 midnight, but they said it's almost Christmas time, so it wouldn't have been Christmas time yet. I don't think this would help. I don't think this would help. It says fire 3 times. I don't know if that would help. I don't think we can use this. I hear 2 sounds like gunshots just after midnight. So a lot of this disposition is saying after midnight. I think I like the missing, like,
11:50.
yeah. So we just have to find when, like, was it when he was saying there was a bang? I'm sure I heard that gunshot. Okay, wait. I can't prove it, but I remember that moment real clear. I mean, while I was talking about it, it came back real clear to me, you know? So the moment was saying when I heard it too. What did she say?
We should care.
Oh, I don't think... So I don't think it would be this one.
I think it'll be the next one.
Yeah, maybe... I'm gonna... Oh, no, come on.
Sit.
If you go too far, you have to go through this all again. Okay, come on. I'm going to... It's almost Christmas time when I heard the gunshot. I'm gonna try for
Empty
this.
lake, yeah.
It's not this one. Nope.
Okay.
So it wasn't that. Oh, I should save again just in case. Cause don't want to go too far. Just gonna save.
Maybe try the other one.
What, this?
Yeah.
Well, this is it says it's almost Christmas. I heard the gunshot.
But this
And then this
is Christmas.
right, taken automatically on 12:25, 12:15 at 12:15 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
I can give it a go.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Right, good. Because I was thinking it could be Lala's disposition again, because
No.
she was
yeah.
saying it was after midnight,
Yeah.
but yes, this would contradict. Larry, are you absolutely sure what you're saying is correct? Huh? What's with the face? You look scary, dude. Hey, if you're trying to scare me, you better know I don't scare that easy. That's a lie?
Is something the matter, Mr. Wright?
Your Honor, did you hear what the witness just said? The DJ said, hey, it's almost Christmas, when he heard the gunshot.
Indeed. And?
Almost Christmas means it wasn't Christmas. Do you realize what this means?
It was.
When he heard the
before.
gunshot, it was still Christmas Eve.
That would seem to be the case, yes.
But he should have heard the gunshot after midnight. This photograph is irrefutable proof of this fact. Let's see what the time was on the photo taken when the gun triggered Miss Hart's camera. Yeah, that would have been 12:15.
15 minutes after midnight on Christmas Day.
This is a clear contradiction, Your Honor. It
Larry,
is.
what are you up to?
Order, order. What does this mean? The 2 prior witnesses heard gunshots after midnight. However, this witness says he heard a gunshot before midnight.
Judge, the answer is simple. Current witness is plainly mistaken. Just look at him. Suspicious?
Well, they said that the gun was shot 3
3
times.
times, yeah. What?
Hmm. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you think about Mr. Butt's claim he had heard the gunshot before midnight?
He's right.
He's right. Larry's not mistaken, Your Honor.
He,
He heard that gunshot before midnight.
because it was shot 3 times.
Intriguing. I'm assuming you have evidence for this.
We do. We were just looking at it.
Yeah, we do.
Show me evidence that there was a gunshot before midnight.
Shot 3
It would be the
times.
gun itself, you silly little fool.
You silly goose.
This. Oh, yeah, sorry, my bad. This is my evidence.
The murder weapon?
Something about this pistol was bothering me, Your Honor. Both of the witnesses who testified yesterday heard 2 gunshots. However, the murder weapon was fired 3 times. Then was the last shot fired? Only now have I realized the truth. That 3rd shot was the shot Larry heard just before midnight.
Order! Order! I guess it would make sense out of yesterday's testimonies.
Buff, you waste our time again with your empty statements.
Yes, the pistol was fired 3 times. But do you have any proof that it was fired before midnight?
The other picture.
Yes,
Do you have proof that the witness didn't think he heard something? Indeed. Well, Mr. Wright,
The
there's no
picture-
turning back now.
The picture at 11:50.
Do you have evidence that proves there was a gunshot before midnight? Do you have evidence that proves Mr. Butts wasn't just hearing things?
Yes.
so we're talking about this picture,
Yeah,
right?
the picture. At 11:50.
Look at this photograph. Look at this. Okay, I'm not gonna give you that.
No, don't do that.
This was taken by our witness yesterday, Miss Lotta Hart, with her automatic camera. The timestamp for the photo reads December 24th, 11:50 p.m.
Oh, yeah? But there's nothing on the lake in this picture.
Your Honor, the real issue here is not why nothing is shown in this photograph. It is why this photograph exists at all.
What do you mean?
Your Honor, this photograph was taken by an automatic camera. That camera was set to go off in response to loud noises.
Aha!
Correct. There was a loud noise on the lake at 11:50 p.m. That is why the photograph was taken. In other words, the first shooting happened somewhere else.
Yeah.
There was a gunshot at the time when Larry claims.
Order! Order! That would make sense of the evidence we've seen so far. However, this leaves me wondering exactly what did happen on the night of the lake?
Exactly.
Exactly. If this was true, there would be 2 sets of gunshots separated by 25 minutes. One at 11:50, another at 15 minutes after midnight. Why, I ask you, why?
Uh-oh, I better think of something quick. Wait a second. Gunshots separated by 25 minutes. What's wrong? Oh, sorry.
What's wrong, Nick?
I have it. I have it!
Huh?
Remember the case with the Steel Samurai?
Huh? Yeah, of course I remember.
The murderer in this case had the same idea as the murderer in that case. Wait. The murderer was like, he thought he went out of his way to murder D. Vasquez because of, I don't know how I see the connection.
Yeah, let's see. What do you mean?
Maya,
Yes?
if we don't figure this out now, we'll never overturn Edgeworth's guilty verdict. I've got a hunch, and I'm going to run with it.
Right, I mean, is it safe?
Safe? We've already gotten a guilty verdict. We don't have nothing to lose. You just watch and let me know if I say anything that sounds fishy, okay?
Right, Nick.
Your Honor,
Yes, Mr. Wright?
the testimony just now has cleared up this entire case.
What do you mean, Mr. Wright?
Tisk, tisk, tisk.
So, you finally realized the truth. There can be no other murderer here than Miles Edgeworth himself.
Oh,
Uh-oh. Bread's done. We're gonna pause.
bread!
We're gonna pause. And we are back.
That was good timing. I was like, wow.
Yeah. Wrong, Von Karma. A man was shot that night, but it wasn't Edgeworth who did the shooting.
He did it.
Listen, Rookie. Take a deep breath and consider the facts. At the time of the murder, one boat was on the lake. This was shown by the witness's photograph. The defendant, Edgeworth, and the victim, Robert Hammond, was out on the boat. There was a gunshot fired on that boat, and Robert Hammond fell into the lake. The distance of the shooting was 1 meter. It could not have been a suicide. Well, the guilty party has to be put no other man on that boat. I admit, it is hard to imagine any other possibility.
Yes. But this assumes that the victim was shot at 15 minutes after midnight. What do you mean by that?
What do you mean by that, Mr. Wright? We have photographic evidence at the time of the shooting. The timestamp on the photo says 00:15.
But Larry heard a gunshot 25 minutes before that. Robert Hammond was killed then, 25 minutes before the shot on the lake. Oh, they did do that in the Steel Samurai. He got killed, and then they thought the real murder happened in Studio A.
Yeah, and then they staged it.
So I think this is also getting staged. That's the only way that Edgeworth could be innocent.
Mr. Wright, are you quite mad? Explain who the two men on the boat are.
That would be the murderer and Hammond.
Yeah.
Because it wouldn't make sense Edgeworth and the
Murderer and Edgeworth. Well, Edgeworth was on the
Wait.
boat.
Wait. What if it was the old man and Edgeworth? Edgeworth and the murderer, because the murderer was Yogi, right? And we think that Yogi is the old man.
I think so.
I don't think it's Edgeworth and Hammond. We can cancel
No.
that. But the murderer and Hammond.
Well, if he's already dead, they can't be the murderer and
Right.
Hammond.
So it can't be Hammond. I think it's Edgeworth and the murderer. Edgeworth
Let's
figured
try
out.
it.
Yeah. Of course, it was Edgeworth and the murderer. Oh, I think that's the right one. After the murderer killed Robert Hammond at 11:50, he assumed the guise of Mr. Hammond and met Edgeworth, which was the old man.
Mm.
And then the old man is making up that story.
What? Are you serious?
Yes, Edgeworth won't tell us why he went to the lake that night. However, I have a hunch. That night, Robert Hammond called Edgeworth to the lake. Now, Edgeworth didn't know. I think that Yogi guy set it all up. He called Robert
He's a
Hammond to show up.
mastermind?
Yeah, he called Robert Hammond to
He's
show
like,
up.
I'm gonna finish
Killed
the
him.
job.
Took his disguise.
He's like, I'm just pretending to be a feeble old man.
Right. That's why he didn't suspect anything when the murderer took Robert Hammond's place.
I'm not sure what to make of all this. Ludicrous! Mr. Wright, tell us the name of the murderer then.
The murderer's name, right? It's...
I don't know because he doesn't.
Actually, I don't know the murderer's name.
Stealed
You don't know? Well, again, you waste my time.
because he doesn't know his name.
I don't know because he never told us. Exactly. The murderer is the caretaker of the boat shop, the old man. At 11:50, he was the one who killed Robert Hammond.
The caretaker of the boat shop? Where did he do this? There weren't any boats on the lake then.
Why would he have to go all those way out on the lake just to shoot somebody? May I suggest that the real scene of this crime was not on a boat?
What?
It was on the beach.
Well then, where did the murder take place?
Show the judge where the murder took place.
The
Oh.
beach.
So wait, this is where Lotta Heart is, right?
Yeah,
I would assume that.
it would be right there.
Yeah, I mean... Here, of course, the boat shop where he lives. That way he could meet with the victim without anyone seeing.
And that's why I took a
Do you
picture
have
of the
proof
lake.
that the boat shop was the scene of the crime? Recall Larry's testimony, if you will.
There wasn't a boat.
The boat.
There wasn't a boat.
That night, he was out on the lake in a boat searching for something. He returns, he finds it, and returns the boat. Then, just as he's starting to head for home, he hears the gunshot. He heard a gunshot, Your Honor, even though he was wearing headphones at the time. In other words, the gunshot was very, very close by.
It was in
And
the
where
woods.
would that be if he had just returned a boat? The boat shop!
Bum bum bum.
Mr. Wright, what happened that night on the Gore Lake? Please tell the court from the beginning. Yes, Your Honor.
Nick, are you sure about this?
Not really. But I think if I start at the very beginning, and I take it slow, I might be able to figure this out. That night, the caretaker of the boat shop called Robert Hammond to his shop. Ooh, yeah, Polly's just there. This was around 11:50. That was when the gunshot that Larry heard was fired. After that, the caretaker put on Robert Hammond's coat. He became Robert Hammond. Then, he got on the boat with Edgeworth and went out into the middle of the lake. Then, who fired the pistol on the boat, Mr. Wright? That would be the... Well...
I don't think he shot it.
We're talking about Edgeworth, right? I
Yeah.
don't think he shot it. He said he picked it up and we should believe
Yeah, he
it.
picked it up.
Of course, it was the murderer who shot the pistol. Oh, he gave it a warning
Yeah.
shot. He shot twice. Both missed Edgeworth on purpose.
To state
Wait a
it.
minute. Yes? Why would he shoot twice if he didn't mean to hit anyone? Details. Know this, Mr. Wright. The moment you run out of explanations is the moment you lose. Tell us why the murderer had to fire twice.
To create a witness.
To create a witness. I believe he shot twice to create a witness, Your Honor. Create a witness! Oh, you know what, too? Maybe this was all a big frame.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
The murderer lifts his pistol and fires one shot. That ensures that anyone who heard the shot would look at the lake. Indeed, Miss Hart did exactly that after hearing the first gunshot. Next, the murderer waits a bit and he fires again. Then, he just jumps into the water. The murderer jumps from the boat himself, leaving the pistol in the boat behind him.
And then making sure that he looks like he's the one that shot him.
I see. To someone looking from the edge of the lake, it would appear that one of the men on the boat had shot the other. The murderer didn't know about the automatic camera, of course. That's why he shot twice to draw attention to the boat. Once he realized that, everything else falls into place. The boat shop caretaker swam back to the shop. Then he put Mr. Hammond's wet coat back on the body, and threw the body into the lake. This is what happened, Your Honor. These are the events that transpired that night on the Gourd Lake. Bailiff, bring out the witness from before, and the boat shop caretaker, quickly.
Yeah, bring him out. What's your name? I bet it's in the DL6
Very well.
incident.
While we are waiting for the caretaker, I would like to ask the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, a few questions. Mr. Edgeworth, please take the stand. I think this would be a good point to stop. Well, in the next episode, we'll resume. We'll see what happens with these questions with Miles Edgeworth, and then we'll see if the boat, what's going on with that.
Right.
The theory was correct or not. But thank you for watching our video, and thank you for watching the Piff and Squirming Gaming Goose channel. Goodbye!